Hello and welcome. It's another episode of Mike Stewart Live, the live stream podcast show where we talk everything audio and video, and we just have a good time letting you guys ask questions to some of my friends and experts, and more importantly, talking about things, what's new in audio and video. You know, a lot of news has happened recently that, I want you guys to be aware of. One of the things I'm most excited about for those of you watching, this is an Alexa, and I can say, Alexa, play the Mike Stewart Live podcast. And normally she will listen.
Getting Mike Stewart live from Amazon Music.
See, this is one of the things.
Mike Stewart Live pilot show. Guest Jeff Herring, content marketing.
Studio maker.
So anyway, Alexa, be quiet. In fact, I'll probably unplug you so you won't come on again. But anyway, voice command is going to be the future of search. Are people able to talk to, one of the things that came out this week was that GM is seeing a massive surge for Alexa in the dashboards of cars. So voice controlled search, podcasting, live streaming, all of these things are very, very important. So anyway, just want to kind of give you a little update what's going on in the audio video world, podcast world, live streaming world. But I am excited to have a friend of mine that I have known, my gosh, I guess it's been at least 16, 17 years. I met this lady first as a customer. I actually produced a project for her back in the day. I did the audio and recording and programming for that product. And then I spoke at a seminar for my friend Armin Morin that she attended, and that's where we met. It was back in San Francisco, and that's probably 2003 or 4. I can't even remember. It's been so long. But anyway, this is who we're having today. There she is, Alycia Lyttle. She is the coach to entrepreneurs that dominate their niche and build their online empire. This lady has defined the word of can do, willing to learn, and then, exploding what she's doing. So enough about me. I want to bring the lovely, wonderful, talented Miss Alycia Lyttle. Hey, Alycia.
Hi, Mike. Hi, everybody. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me. Woo!
Well, I have known about live streaming and podcasting, which is an audio video strategy, for years. And then I just finally said, this is, especially when, you and I were involved with Click Seminars recently, and it made me realize, I know how to do this, but I am procrastinating. And as we all know, procrastination will just, it kills things. I actually have it around here somewhere. I have a round to it. I said, I'm going to do my podcast. I teach podcasting and I'm not doing one. I'm teaching live streaming and I'm not doing it. So I made a commitment to do it. And one of the best ways to get killer content is not always be the person talking. And that's why I love reaching out to folks like you. So my first question for you, Alycia, is, how has audio and video worked for you over the years with your online business? Because I remember back in the day when you guys weren't shooting video, weren't editing video. What all do you do in your business? Because, we can sit here and see you've got a good quality microphone. You've got a windscreen. You're doing all the things that you need to do to get good audio and video. But tell me a little bit about your past.
Yeah, sure. So, all right. I'm glad you asked that question. Tell me a little bit about your past, because I want everyone on here to know that Mike, who you're listening to, Mike Stewart, had really been the one to introduce me and our company to the importance of quality audio and video. Right now I'm traveling. I'm in an Airbnb and I have my Logitech webcam with me. I have my microphone with me. I didn't bring enough clothes for the trip, but I brought my audio and video equipment just in case there would be an opportunity to do a live like I'm doing today. So Mike was telling you about how back in the day he produced, our first, it was a CD product, and not even knowing how to get the audio and video, or a DVD, or I don't know, DVD or CD. We're talking way back in the day. Mike put it all together and taught me so much over the past few years. And he's like the coordinator at these live events and stuff that I'm on. So if you said, go back to my past and talk about audio and video, for a lot of us internet marketers, that past comes with Mike Stewart. I still have this at my mom's house. I actually had sent this to her, and it's one of those flip cams. So back in the day, this will age you. If you know what a flip cam is, you have been in internet marketing for a really long time. We had these cameras that flipped open and you would plug it into your computer, flip cams. And Mike was the one who actually showed me and taught me about the flip cam and how to use it in business. So when you say go back in time, it's going back in time and giving credit to Mike Stewart for being the one to push audio and video. Now, if I look ahead, so let's fast forward to now. I really do understand the importance of audio and video because of the times that we're in right now, Mike. I have done so many live summits. I'm doing maybe 4 or 5 summits a week, when before, when I was speaking on stage, it would be 1 a week because you have to travel to get there. You have to get on a plane to go to your destination. And then I'm tired. You spend a lot of money getting there and a lot of effort. And now speaking virtually, I'm speaking to more people from more places in the world than I ever have before. So where this has progressed, you know, speaking on stage to speaking now virtually, it's so important to have, you know, your audio and video right, and to really be able to take advantage of the fact that people are on their computers, they're willing to watch live streams, and this is really where the attention is at right now. So, Mike, I just want to say thank you so much for the push, the expertise, and we've come a long way from the CDs and the flip cams, haven't we?
Well, you know, the thing is, back in that day, which has been a long time for me, you know, I was always an audio engineer first. I'm a musician and an audio engineer, and I was fortunate enough to meet people who were brilliant at marketing, but for some reason you were brilliant at all these other skills, but these simple little technical skills like what equipment to use, what microphones to use, and just raising the bar a little bit. And that's what I saw the successful folks such as yourself. You were willing to do things you hadn't done before and get comfortable with it. That's where a lot of people fail is, you know, you have always been a great presenter, and now you do an amazing job. And that's one of the reasons that you're so successful at it, is that you look at the camera, you have a good microphone. You took the simple little steps, and those simple little steps make the difference between being more successful or giving up. And so that's what I always like. So when you go back to the days, like the very first time, and the reason I brought up that product I created, I'll mention the name. It was called Fibonacci Secrets. I'll never forget it. Mm-hmm. And it was basically making a multimedia CD-ROM. Now, me as a beginner, I had no idea what you guys were doing. But all I know is I remember being told, you know, we got to get this done because we got a bunch of affiliates on board. And I went, on board to do what? And I laugh at that. But see, that was my lack of knowledge. So in other words, we were a great complement. I was one of the only audio engineers that really bridged over and made relationships that have lasted even today. But the thing is that you guys, here's the thing that I want you to talk about, is that you started learning to use the tools. I mean, how many audio video related products have you built in the last 15 years?
Oh, Lord have mercy. What a question. I don't even know. But to think about how many products, I mean, last year alone in courses that just me and my sister created with the upsells and downsells, you know, because we would create one course, and that course, we always create course in video format, whether I'm talking at the screen and showing my screen at the same time or just recording my screen. Everything is always created in video format. So I think last year it was like 27 different courses, and some of them small courses, some of them bigger courses. But the thing that we found is that when we create a course, our previous clients buy that new course. So, and they're hungry for knowledge. So we have to keep creating courses to fill that hunger. And we get messages in our inbox just saying, what's the next course? And in this morning's team meeting, we're talking about doing a special, giving our courses at 50% off for a special group of our people. And we're talking about the last time we did this 1 week promo, which was like everything 50% off. A lady bought 7 of our courses. And when my sister called her, she was like, I would have bought them all, but I had the other 9 already. And so, you know, people, as long as you present in a way that is engaging to people and your courses, they're going to get something actionable out of it and feel smarter after they've taken it. Your question of how many have I created? I honestly, I don't know, but well over maybe 150, 200. I'm not sure. And then there's other lessons and stuff as well, Mike. So you pull so much more out of, using this thing right here.
When I met you, you weren't creating courses that I remember.
Right.
And then now you don't even remember how many you've created, which is just shows me what, the lesson here for everybody is that you embraced it and you do 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 it. And everything you do doesn't, for me, I've done things. I don't talk about the things that nobody cared about, because who wants to hear about the courses that you created that nobody cared about? I'll tell you one of them. We did auction video secrets years ago and nobody cared. How to shoot video for eBay and nobody cared. But anyway, that's another story for another day. But the reason I asked you about all of that is that, see, you got equipment. Now, you're not outsourcing the recording and capturing of this content. You're doing that yourself?
I'm doing everything myself, yes.
Are you editing yourself or outsourcing that?
I do have an editor in the Philippines that I use, but for the most part, it's, recording and using what I have done, and I'm not doing editing at all, really.
Okay. Now, folks, I want you to hear this. This is a successful internet marketer whose time is very, very valuable, and they know how to run the tools to capture the content that makes them money. This is what I see people in my world, Alycia, is they'll buy tools and never use them.
Right. And that's a shame, especially when you have the tools that will grow, multiply, and expand your business. You have to use them.
And there was a day that the flip cam, you can look it up. I remember when the flip cam came out. It was basically about the size of a cell phone. All it would do is shoot video, and it had a little flip thing on the side that would plug it in the USB port, because the biggest problem people had, they couldn't get the video off the camera. I mean, I started teaching this when you shot with a camcorder. Right. And the hardest thing to do was get the video off the camcorder onto a computer. It was possible, but people struggle with it. And the flip camera, all it did was made a good video that people could get off the camera. People used to ask me all the time, what camera should I get? And my answer was one you can run. Right. And and what I love is, you bought equipment, it became obsolete, and then you upgraded to the next thing. What are the tools that you're using for audio and video production in your business today? Name the softwares. Are you PC or Mac? Just kind of give me a rundown of your list. Yep. So I'm Mac. My sister's PC. I'm Mac. I'm using a Logitech Brio webcam right now. It's about $200, but like my sister uses a $50 one that she just found off of Amazon. So the Logitech Brio is a 4K, although it just depends on what software you're using, if it even pulls in 4K, but I just wanted to get that one. And then for a microphone, I don't even know. This is non-expensive one. This is a $40 one. Like, wow, not even a name brand right there. But this one I use because it packs into my purse, and I'm traveling right now. So this packs up like this. At home, I have I don't even know, but it's like a Blue Yeti mic. It's similar to Blue Yeti. Okay. Yeah. And I use that one at home, but that stays there permanently. And, right now I'm on my Mac, and again, I'm traveling. So I just pack it up and take it with me. So I try not to overthink it. At home, I do have a Sony A7 or something like that. I'm not even sure. Sony something. Yeah, I mean, there's so many high-end cameras, that look great. I mean, you could shoot movies with them, but the truth is, you're saying Alycia, you and Lorette are making money with a $50 camera.
Yeah, but even better than that, so I have a show on Jamaica Public Broadcasting TV called The Digital Jampreneur, and I shoot most of it with my iPhone. So I have a tripod with my iPhone, and I shoot it, and then I airdrop it to my computer. I don't even have to, we don't even have to plug in the phone anymore. I just airdrop it to my computer. My best performing TV commercial that I've launched was filmed on my iPhone. So all my Facebook ads are filmed on my iPhone. I don't even take the time to do all of this when it comes to, filming on, like filming a commercial or a Facebook ad. I just go straight to the iPhone. That's it. I don't even have the latest version. Look, it's not even the latest version. So,
I don't either. I've been threatening to get in it, and it's like I go, oh, I don't want to go through it. I mean, it's working, but yeah, I think the lesson here today is you've got a successful entrepreneur, Alycia. She's using a webcam, a $50 microphone, a Mac or a PC, doesn't matter. Nobody at the bank says, how did you make that money with a Mac or a PC? They don't care.
They don't care.
And your cell phone, you have all the production tools to do some high-end product creation and high-end content marketing. What we're doing today is content marketing. I'm creating a library of content to introduce my friends to my world and let people know, what we're doing. And in fact, I want to put up, for the benefit of those on the podcast that can't see this, if you can spell Alycia, Lycia, and Lyttle, but with a Y, Lyttle, you can find out everything. You need to go visit this lady online. You need to see what else she's doing. She's actually got her and her sister have bosslifestyleinc.com. That's a great website where they have a lot of the audio video productions that they've done over the last few years, and they're continuing to do. So, we're going to have a little break. I like to say we're going to have a little word from our sponsor, and I want to talk about the video commercials that you're running on social media, Facebook, YouTube, and just give me a little bit of the stories and backgrounds what you do that. But we'll be right back after this word from our sponsor, which is me.
Dark Life Secrets, Go Live, Repurpose Archive. Dark Life Secrets.
Dark Life Secrets is here, and I am more excited about this training than any offer I have made in years. Content marketing is the way you build visitor traffic to your online business offers. Some say the only organic SEO left. When you make the commitment to create a regularly scheduled live show, repurpose that show as a YouTube video, podcast on Apple and Spotify, as a Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn post, and transcribe that audio into text for articles and memes, it is the fastest, easiest way to do content marketing and have audience engagement. My course has 3 offers: do it yourself, done for you, and a financed cert-term jingle bundle. I believe in this so much, I made the commitment to go live, repurpose, and archive myself. So go to .livesecrets.com and you can start going live, repurpose, and archive yourself.
Dark Life Secrets, Go Live, Repurpose Archive. Dark Life Secrets.
Oh, we're back. I'll tell you, we got a lot of people watching and listening. We're getting comments. This is my good buddy Jerry Oginski. Here's another buddy of mine, Gary Lee. They're all laughing about the flip cam. There's Bill Lampton. He bought a flip cam.
Oh, yeah.
and in fact, I got to put it in a little plug. I'm here in Nashville, Alycia, these days, and next week, you guys have got to come back and hear. This is going to be a music audio engineer extravaganza show. This is my buddy Wayne Moss. You just need to Google this guy.
Okay.
This guy is a dear friend, but you have heard him play guitar for the last 60 years. I'm telling you, I guarantee you, it will blow you away. I'm just going to do a teaser. Wayne's my guest in 2 weeks. It's when I'm going to be thankful. My Thanksgiving show, it's going to be a music show. It's going to be a fun show. But hey, Wayne, thanks for watching. But Wayne is great. So we've got a lot of, this is your chance. Put your questions in the comment box and we'll get to those questions. But, one of the things that you just said there that really triggered something about audio and video. You said that you were producing TV commercials for Facebook And I don't know, have you been doing them for YouTube as well or just Facebook? Tell me the stories
Sure.
of the kind of businesses. You said you shot them with your iPhone.
Sure.
What's the performance? Just tell me all about it.
So I've done plenty. My best performing TV commercial video was for my virtual assistant class. So I teach people how to be a virtual assistant. The class was only $200. And then there was an upsell that was $500, but I wanted to do something different. So I ran a commercial on TV, and I have in my backpack, I have 2 tripods with me. Like I carry, my equipment with me just in case I get the inspiration to do a video. So I, put my phone this way to use this camera, which I believe, tell me if I'm right, Mike, is better than the camera on this side. But is that right?
Well, the newer phones, they're equal. In the older phones, I think prior to the iPhone 6, and I may be corrected, there was a point where the front camera was worse than was not as good as the back camera.
Okay.
But nowadays, both cameras are just
Are
nuts.
good, yeah. So anyway, I put my phone on a selfie stick, and I was walking. In my videos, I like to have motion. So when I'm doing a TV commercial or a YouTube commercial or a Facebook commercial, I try as much as possible to have some motion to keep people's attention. So I'm usually walking somewhere and then sitting down. So I was walking, and it was a 30-second commercial. It just said, "Hi, I'm Alycia Lyttle." And it talked about the virtual assistant class. And if you ever wanted to have your own business, making money online with your laptop from anywhere, check out my website. And I gave my website, and we sold 180 people in at $200. And I think the TV commercial might have cost me $2,000 to run the commercial. But the thing that people loved about that commercial when they heard about it is that I recorded it from an iPhone. They're like, "What?" People thought it was no color correction. I recorded it outside and I was walking. And the thing that I did was I airdropped the video to my computer so I could send the TV station the file in highest quality, which on your iPhone, you can record in 4K. I recorded in 4K. And so even the TV station was impressed with it. So I like to tell people, stop overthinking it. Every Facebook ad, YouTube ad I do, I don't hire someone to do my videos for me. I pick up my phone, I grab my selfie stick is important to me. I grab my selfie stick and I start recording, and it works. So a lot of people think, "Oh, I can't do a commercial for my webpage or my product or my new course because I don't have the right cameras. I don't have the right settings." Step outside, get a selfie stick on your phone and just go. My selfie stick it might cost $15 on Amazon, and it just has one of those clickers. So I don't have to press it, go on the phone. I can just press it on the clicker. So it's about, not overthinking things and really going for it, and knowing that once you know that other people have shot their TV commercials on their iPhone, you got this.
Well, now that was for one of your own products. Didn't you do TV commercials on Facebook for local businesses in Jamaica?
Do. Yeah, we do. So we do that.
You're still doing them then, right?
Yeah, we're still doing them. Yep. So we do that. And we just use, for my agency in Jamaica, the number one video recording tool is a phone, right? Again, it's about not overthinking it. Could we use a fancier camera? Yeah, but do you know how easy it is to pop this in your pocket, head on over to the client's office, this is for a local business, and shoot their commercial right in there, right? And I always tell, because I have staff that does it, I always tell my staff, make sure you capture motion. Don't ever record a commercial like this and there's no motion, right? Move around a little bit, or tell the person to move around, get some motion in it, and keep it nice and short, sweet, and to the point, and you got a great commercial shot with your phone.
So, all right. So let me get this straight. You're making TV commercials with your phone, and with your production equipment yourself. You're keeping the cost down on production. How is the effectiveness of the TV ads that you run on Facebook?
I mean, the TV ads that I run on Facebook and on YouTube, because I do Facebook and YouTube, get amazing. So video, as you know, is so powerful, and it's easier for me to get my message across in video than this long form, something that people aren't going to read anyway in an image. So how effective is it? Well, the great thing I love about Facebook is when you're running a video ad on Facebook, people are going to watch it. You can target the people, and then you can retarget them as well based on the amount of video that they watch. So there's all sorts of benefits to to advertising with video on Facebook and on YouTube. For example, on YouTube, I was targeting a specific group of people. And when you're running a YouTube ad with a video that you create on your Facebook, on your phone for YouTube, you can target people who watch a specific video as long as that video is set up for monetization. Like, the targeting is crazy. So how good are these videos doing? They're doing amazingly well. And my only regret in looking back at that process, how everything is doing, is that I don't have enough ads running. I need to get more ads up. I have a Black Friday special coming up. You better believe I'm going to put up a video about that. So it really is getting more ads up becomes the important part of video marketing. How many more videos can I get up? How much more content can I put out there, right? And just keep getting that content out there, whether it's for your own brand affiliate marketing or for clients, videos where it all comes down to being a foundational part of your marketing plan.
Okay. So we've covered that you're loving what you're doing with your phone. You don't need to buy another camera. You're loving what you're doing with your sister and yourself and creating courses with your webcam. What software did you get comfortable with to produce?
Right. Right now you're using StreamYard. That's what I use. I use StreamYard all the time. I also use a tool called OneStream. So when I have a video that I want to be live, but it's pre-recorded, I use OneStream to do that. And I think I put a video up that's run on 20 different platforms at one time. So I really like using OneStream. I also do use Zoom for my recordings. I don't do much on Zoom other than, record content on Zoom and put it out there. I also use Camtasia, which I learned about from you many, many, many years ago. And I use Camtasia. And then my other favorite tool is Loom, Loom. So I use Zoom and I use Loom. And that's mostly for screen capture. And it has a small video of me. But those are my favorite tools for capturing the video content.
Okay, great. And, it's like, for instance, I have a coaching client right now who's owned Camtasia for 6 years and never opened it. And that's the lesson I'm saying here. You're busy, but how valuable is learning Camtasia? How valuable are these tools to you?
Well, I like the fact that if I do need something edited, or even beyond editing, sometimes I just want a lower third on the bottom to put a website, just like how you have my website right there. I want to put a website on the bottom of a video that I recorded. So I just plop it in Camtasia and I know how to add my annotations, put it on the bottom and export it. Or if there is something I need to edit, I can do it in there. So it was really important for me to learn Camtasia. And I'm not a techie person. I went to college for environmental studies. Like, I'm a tree hugger. I am not a techie person. So I always tell people, if I can figure it out, trust me, you can figure it. I am not techie, but I appreciate a good tool that's easy to use and navigate.
You know what I can tell you, Alycia, I need to have you back again in the future, because I could talk to you for all day long. And because you're just such a wealth of knowledge. But I'm going to give people a chance. We got about 2 or 3 more minutes here before we're going to have to wind it up. Can you believe 30 minutes has flown by?
Wow.
It's so much fun to have you guys. I look forward to these live streams because, we have this pandemic going on. Susan and I don't go anywhere. We get up, look at the computer, eat, and go to sleep, and that's about it. Where are you? She said you're not in Atlanta today. Where are you? I'm
trying to remember, some north of Atlanta. I'm still in Georgia, but I'm north of Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Then you're up North Atlanta, Gainesville area. Anyway, I'm from that area. Oh, well, it doesn't matter.
I'll text you and tell you, but
North Georgia Mountains is a nice place. We've had nothing but nice, great comments. Here's Michael Creasa, my buddy in Canada, saying we're looking good. Mr. Daniel Hall. If you don't know Daniel, you need to check him out. Daniel was a guest on a previous show. Michael asks, what platform are we, us kids, using to live stream? Well, it's joinstreamyard.com. See, Michael is a video guy from Canada. And he says, great video quality, Alycia. Well, that's just the fact that the devices keep getting better and better. So, All right. This is a good question for you, Alycia.
Sure.
Is there an ideal price point for online sales?
That's a really good question. It depends on your market and if they're, if you're driving traffic to this product via cold traffic or warm traffic and what your goal is. So to give you an example, I released a product that was $17 on the front end. So when you bought it, just this little course about one little thing I know how to do. And here's a big tip. When you learn how to do something, I don't care what it is, when you learn how to do something, record it on video to teach someone, and you can either sell it as a course, put it up on YouTube to build your brand and expertise. Anyway, so I recorded a course, sold it for $17, and it had 4 upsells on it. One was $37, $67, $97, something else. And then everybody that bought that $17 course was invited onto a webinar where I sold an $1,000 product. So this is, a funnel. I'm starting off at a low price point and then going up. But, last week I was on a virtual summit and I sold a product for $1,000 and 8 people bought it out of 60, I think, that were on. So you can also start off with higher price points, but it depends on where the traffic comes from. See, that was warm traffic. Somebody was introducing me, telling their audience they know, like, and trust me, and transferring that trust. So the price point depends on the traffic, and the network that you're getting introduced to the traffic through, and then what your ultimate goal of it is. Sometimes it's lead generation. So on that $17 product, I made $95,000 on my first week. And so, but I know what the funnel is and what my ultimate goal is. So that makes a big difference as well.
Yeah. There's so many people that I come across over the years that they don't have, I call it a digital back end. You've got an amazing digital back end, meaning lots of opportunities to do introductory, smaller priced, or what we used to call lost leader sales. In other words, you're not making a lot of money, but you're building a relationship. And then, and of course, there's a lot of people I talk about when you say funnel sales, it goes right over their head. Well, we knew from years ago of hearing speakers. I mean, you and I got an amazing education traveling the world, speaking at all these seminars that people paid thousands of dollars to go to. And we got to be the information because we were the presenters.
Right.
So, I mean, boy, was I lucky to have this college. Even my children, Michael, my son, had he got a better college education by going to those seminars than if he had the college experience.
Like I remember him there. That was great. Yeah.
So at any rate, well, this is the last chance, folks. We're going to be winding it up here in a second. I respect Alicia's time. She is very busy, and I don't want to expect. I told her it'd be around 30 minutes, and we're at 33. This is your last chance. Vicky says, and I love this: stop overthinking. Best advice.
Yeah.
And Gary said, I don't know about flip phones. Well, I just wanted to end it this way since we're not getting any more questions, but we had a really good turnout today. Thank you, Alycia, for doing it. But I wanted to show everybody this. That's what the flip camera looked like. And there on the side was the little thing that flipped out and made it easy to get. It wasn't the best camera in the world, but it was easy to get the daggone video off the camera. So, Alycia, you got any final parting thoughts you'd like to say? But thank you so much for being here. I knew this would be a great show. I didn't even want to prepare you on anything. I just wanted it to be what it was. 2 friends getting together, talking about things they love. And you over-delivered today. It was just awesome. I know people loved it.
Thank you. Before I go, I just want to say, thanks again, Mike. Mike really was the guy in our industry who pushed a lot of us internet marketers, product creators, course content creators, and speakers to really embrace video. And when I say pushed, Mike pushed us. Mike was like, you guys aren't paying attention to video. You guys aren't paying attention to audio. Like, he really pushed it for all of us. And a lot of you said that you got your first flip cam through Mike, which is the same for us as well. So, hats off to Mike and congratulations on the impact that you've made on this industry, Mike. And then my advice to you is continue to let Mike push you. And then really, again, stop overthinking it. Get out your phone and record a video. A lot of people have excuses on why they can't do it, right? Don't have right equipment, don't look good today, hair's not done, hair's not cut. I mean, we can think of all of the excuses in the book, but you can't make excuses and money at the same time. You have to pick one.
Oh, I love that. You can't make excuses and make money at the same time. Folks, I got chills. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Well, thanks again. Be sure to go to AlyciaLyttle.com in 2 weeks. Come back. One of the things I want to leave folks is my passion is the music industry. That you can see there's music all over this room, and Nashville is full of so many music people hurting right now. Alycia, just like us, I remember when we used to go to events as speakers, it felt like we were rock stars going to a concert and we were the acts.
Yeah.
And everything was the same. I mean, people, I laugh at it. People wanted my autograph back in the day. We couldn't have dinner without somebody saying, can I get a picture with you? Can I ask you a question? And I always remember, you always treat people with respect because they're hungry.
They're hungry.
And you don't need to be a jerk to people. But I realized I didn't want to be a famous celebrity. I don't see how Elvis or Michael Jackson or the Beatles existed because, they couldn't even go out to dinner. But my point I'm making about this is that the music industry right now is not embraced the internet like they should have 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so my why and why I live in Nashville is what I did, what you just said, I helped you guys and you guys are off and running and that's awesome. But I want to help my brothers and sisters in music. And I want my brothers and sisters in music to know about Alycia Lyttle. My gosh, what she can teach you, you need to learn. Go check out her websites. Thank you again.
Thank you.
We'll talk to you the next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.